look at all the dogs having their morning walk. Okay, let's go over here now. Look, we're on the show.
The morning sniff.
The morning snifferoos. Yes, it's a sniffari is what it is. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to BT. Speaking of traveling, we're going to reveal some incredible, lesser-known travel spots that's not a safari or safari, and that's not overrun with tourists yet, those pesky tourists. But it should be on your radar.
It should be on the radar, I think. And, well, that's what travel expert Natalie Preddie says in studio with us this morning.
Hello,
Nat. Great to see you. Doing a fantastic job on the Fridays and our live
Thank
eyes.
you very much. I was in an adult Jolly Jumper
that was
week.
fantastic.
It was amazing.
Doing like flips.
It was so cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
And now we're jumping for joy because we're going to Preddie, set, go and travel the world with you. First things first, we're going to go to the West Coast.
Absolutely.
BC, but not Summerland. Where?
So we are going to the Fraser Valley in BC. And of course, this summer, so many Canadians are staying in the country. You know, we're putting our dollar to good use here. And just outside of Vancouver, it's about an hour outside of Vancouver, you have a wine region. People don't know this. People think Okanagan when it comes to BC wine. But no, the Fraser Valley. It is so cool. It's beautiful. Lots of like cool weather wines. So like Chardonnays, Pinot Noirs. It's delicious. It's also...
I love a Pinot Noir. You had me at Pinot Noir.
Well, there you go. You got to go Fraser
fruity.
Oh, so delicious. And it's also there's also a growing fruit wine scene as well, which people don't tend to not know about. And fruit wine is very interesting as well. It's fairly new, but definitely something to try out.
Is fruit wine like a dessert wine, like a late harvest?
Sometimes it's a little bit sweeter.
It's sweeter, so it's more of a like you have one glass and then you're good.
Yes.
But it's definitely worth trying out. And Fraser Valley itself has Langley, which has a huge horse community. So they have this Thunderbird show where lots of people bring their horses from all over North America to ride here. And right now, there's actually so many tulip festivals in the Fraser Valley because we're heading into spring. Even though Mother Nature is trying to tell us we're not.
So you don't have to go to the Netherlands for that.
No,
we'll explore our own beautiful country.
Exactly.
Look at the scenes here. It's just fabulous.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and Hollywood North as well. So, do you remember the show Riverdale?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was filmed in Fort Langley. You'll start to notice it all the time now. You'll say, hey, I recognize that spot, Fort Langley. It's everywhere. It's in tons of places. So Fraser Valley, beautiful, beautiful part of our country to see, and so close to Vancouver.
Okay, if we're getting out of our country and going somewhere else, is Costa Rica still like, people are starting to know about Costa Rica a little bit more, right? Like it is on the radar for some.
Absolutely. So we're starting to see more Canadians along the Pacific coast. So you've got your Nosara, Tamarindo. We're seeing more Canadians there. But what's awesome about this country and why I love it so much is there's so many microclimates. So you could be surfing on the coast one day and the next you could be hiking in the rainforest in the middle of the country, or you could be in the hot springs by a volcano, or you could head to the Caribbean coast. Now, this is very different from the Pacific coast. It's a lot more dense when it comes to rainforest. You're going to see a lot more animals. Also, in the summer, sea turtles laying their eggs, and then the little baby sea turtles come out and go out to the ocean.
Their little baby legs.
You've ever seen. So, you know, that Caribbean coast is very different from the Pacific coast. It has more of an Afro-Caribbean influence as well. So you start seeing carnivals, you know, the carnivals that we see in Trinidad, Jamaica. You see those there in Lima. So it's a lot more nature-focused, ecotourism. You're going to see crocodiles and sloths and monkeys. It is, for kids, it is such an adventure.
Does our dollar go a long way? Costa Rica?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah. So
that's always a thing, too.
Yeah, so this is a place where your dollar is going to go a lot further, especially on the Caribbean coast, which is even less visited than the Pacific coast.
Okay, this next place, let's go to, is it Slovenia or Slovenia?
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
You were talking about Europe earlier on,
so
right?
When you've gone to buy wine recently, I don't know if you've noticed, but I always look for ones that are a little bit different, and there are a lot more from Slovenia recently. So this country is amazing because you have the Adriatic coast, you've got the Mediterranean, you also have the Alps, which are stunning. And then you've got all of these really green and beautiful wine regions. So you're getting the experience of Italy or France at half the price. Even Croatia is getting really popular. So here you're getting that same vibe without spending all of that money.
Which is where they shot a lot of Game of Thrones.
They did shoot a lot of Game of Thrones there. You're right. You're right. And the wines there, you have everything from your cool climate. So again, your Pinot Noir, Dina.
Yeah.
But they also have, you know, the warmer weather wines, the more full-bodied wines that you would find in France and like Burgundy and places like that. They also have the oldest vine in the world, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. It's over 450 years old, and it still cultivates grapes.
Wow.
So you can go and try that out.
What's the Slovene in Slovenia?
Slovenia.
Got a minute to get to St. Kitts.
St. Kitts, amazing. So their biggest product was sugar. Early 2000s, they said, we're going straight into tourism. So they put all of their money into tourism, and they're really building an infrastructure. It is stunning. It is such a beautiful place. It's all about innovation here. You can still, again, hike through the rainforest. No snakes. There are no snakes on the island. I checked before I went. And it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got so much history as well. UNESCO, Brimstone Hill, the fortress there to look at. And of course, you are really close to their sister island, Nevis, which is where Alexander Hamilton was born.
Ah.
Yeah, you may know, I've heard of a musical.
Yeah,
maybe.
little history lesson there, too.
Little history.
Never been to St. Kitts or Nevis. You know, Natalie Preddie loved it so much she named her daughter Nevis.
Really?
Little Canadiana fact right there.
There we go.
Thanks,
Love it.
Natalie.
Thanks, Nat.
Do not forget, I mean, we could do this all day. I just love even looking at these pictures.
I
Thank you for
know.
taking us away
Oh
with
my
these lovely
gosh.
suggestions.
Anytime.
Make sure you find now more, actually, Breakfast Television's YouTube channel. It's called Get Lost with Natalie Preddie for exclusive content and all things travel.